Let us understand in little bit more detail about why the heart disease is affecting the young of late. Our body is compared to an elastic spring. If you stretch an elastic spring up to its elasticity limit, it will keep stretching. But once that limit is reached, you will get a break in the elastic spring. The same is with our human body. It gets stretched up to a certain extent, and once that limit is reached, it either manifests in terms of a heart attack or a cerebrovascular event, what we call as a brain stroke. So the seed of this disease in the young nowadays is sown at a very young age, right from the college going years of highly competitive atmosphere that keeps on building through the professional years, and once the young man graduates at the age of 18 to 20, then he goes into the corporate world, and the pressures of the corporate world are too much to handle. If you see the trend in India over last 15 to 20 years, all the multinationals have come. Our lifestyles have changed. There are erratic working hours. So this discipline what we used to have, that we used to work for a certain number of hours, which used to be followed by compensatory rest. But now you go from one work to another work, or from work to another party. So now reflect for a minute what I am going to say. We are what we take, and what we take is not only through our mouth but through all our 5 sense organs. So the most important is what we eat, and what we eat is how much you eat, when do you eat, with what attitude you eat. But we are not conscious of that fact. We are eating whenever we like, whatever we like, with whatever attitude we like. So this amounts to a systematic abuse of our body. So previous era, there were certain regulations. We used to eat at particular times. We used to eat home cooked food. We used to take our food to work from home, and there were not so many hotels, there were not so many fast food joints. So all these westernization of our culture is constantly leading to an abuse of our eating habits. So there is a lot of information given to us by our ancestors in terms of Ayurvedic text. The Ayurveda, basically it's not a text of healing. It's a text of how we should conduct our life, how we should eat, when we should eat, and with what attitude we should eat. So in Ayurveda, it is clearly mentioned that you have to eat according to your body pravritti. So my eating habits may not apply to your eating habits, or your eating habits may not apply to someone else's eating habit. So you have to eat according to what your body pravritti needs. And if we regulate our food habits, and if our digestive system is free of any major problems, then 80% of the diseases, including the heart disease, will not be there.